Hi everyone, my name is Karen, this is my channel RatherBeReading, and today I'm bringing to you my October monthly recommendations for creepy reads. Monthly Recommendations is a Goodreads group created by Trina from Between Chapters and Kayla from Kayla Rain. I will leave links down below to both of their channels and the Goodreads group. This is a group in which we each month we get a topic and we provide recommendations based on that topic. I participated last month in which we gave recommendations on books based in boarding schools, which I really enjoyed doing, and this month we are providing recommendations for creepy reads. So I have 4 kind of differing books here which I consider to be a little bit creepy that I would love to recommend to you guys. The first book I want to mention is Dangerous Girls by Abigail Haas. This is a book that I've mentioned a couple of times on my channel, as it is a book that I read this year that I really enjoyed. This book follows a girl who is currently on trial in Aruba for murdering her best friend. So as you can tell right there from that little synopsis, this book definitely has some kind of creepy vibes about it, even if this cover doesn't necessarily give that away with its nice, bright, happy colors. This is just a book that I thoroughly enjoyed. It is really gripping. I actually, when I was reading this, had to force myself not to read ahead to find out what was going on. It is just a really great book that I really recommend picking up. The next book that I want to mention is Dark Companion by Marta Acosta. This is a book that I actually mentioned in my last month's recommendations video, as well, as this is set in a boarding school. This book follows our main character Jane, who has come from a poorer background. I believe she's in foster care, and she receives a scholarship to this prestigious boarding school which she attends, and the school is maybe not all that it seems. And I really enjoyed this book, as I said last month. It's just a really gripping read that definitely has some creepy vibes, so it is definitely appropriate for this month, and I definitely recommend picking this one up, as I do all of these books, obviously. The next 2 books that I'm going to mention are books that I don't actually own, but are ones that I have read and really enjoyed, and they are actually both adult fiction books, so if adult fiction is something that you're interested, then I would definitely recommend picking up either of these 2. The first of which is The Hand That Feeds You by A.J. Rich. I read this book recently. This book follows a woman who returns home to find that her 2 beloved dogs have torn apart her boyfriend. Like, he's dead, he's been completely ripped to pieces by these 2 dogs, and it just kind of follows that story. But we kind of discover as she's dealing with the aftermath of this that maybe her boyfriend isn't all that she thought he was. This book deals with some really interesting topics and themes. It deals a lot with victims and like what it means to be a victim, which I found really interesting. And this book definitely has some creepy vibes to it, which I really enjoyed. And overall, this book is definitely worth reading. And the final book that I'm going to recommend this month is Don't Stand So Close by Luana Lewis. This book is also an adult fiction book, as I mentioned, and it follows a woman who is agoraphobic. She doesn't leave her house, and one day there is this crazy snowstorm going on when all of a sudden there is a knock on the door, and it is this teenage girl who is out on the doorstep begging to be let in. And obviously, as it is a snowstorm, she's not sure what to do. She's very uncomfortable, obviously, as she is agoraphobic, but she ends up letting this girl into her house, and then this girl starts to tell her some crazy stories about her husband and people that she loves. So she doesn't know what to do, and it's all very creepy vibes. She doesn't know if this girl's lying. Is she telling the truth? How has this girl come to be on her doorstep? Just all of things like that. It is a really kind of gripping book. I really enjoyed reading it, and obviously I recommend picking it up. Otherwise I would not be mentioning it here. So those are my creepy book recommendations. I love reading creepy books, but I actually really struggled with the topic this month and coming up with creepy reads to recommend to you guys. So maybe I don't read enough of them. So I would love to hear some creepy recommendations from you guys down in the comments below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you want to see more. That's all I've got for this video today. Bye guys.